Hey, I'm Dr. Hannah. I'm a physician with type 1 diabetes, and today we're going to talk about Afrezza, which is an inhalable insulin. This is a really exciting insulin on the market because it is the only one that is not required to be taken by injection. It's actually inhaled, which is super cool. Now, what's interesting about this insulin is not just the way that we take it, but also how quickly it kicks in. It starts working in our system a lot quicker than even the fastest short-acting insulins on the market, like Fiasp and like Lyumjev. It hits our system at its maximum concentration in about 10 to 20 minutes. So Fiasp and Lyumjev can start working in around that time frame, but they don't hit the maximum concentration as quickly. And what makes this beautiful for blood sugar control is it means that we can be eating a pretty dense carb meal, take the inhalable insulin as we're eating. We can take the inhalable insulin as we're eating after we've started that first bite, and it will kick in and match our digestion of those carbohydrates pretty well for the meal. And of course, this is going to be person to person dependent, but I know some people that really love it for flexibility with insulin timing because it prevents the need to take a pre-bolus, meaning we bolus our insulin and then we wait 10, 20, 30 minutes before we start eating, depending on how our body works, where our blood sugar is, and what insulin we're taking. Afrezza has a couple prerequisites and a couple contraindications, meaning there are some groups of people that it's not a good fit for. Because it's an inhalable insulin, there is a potential side effect of bronchospasm, which is squeezing of the lungs and making it harder to breathe. Because of that, if someone has a history of asthma or a chronic lung disease like COPD, they're not a good candidate for this medication. We also have a safety mechanism built in. It's recommended that when prescribing Afrezza for the first time, the doctor who's writing the prescription also orders lung function testing, which is a pretty simple screening just to measure our lung function at the beginning of testing it, to know where we are, make sure we're a good candidate moving forward with the inhalable insulin. Another important thing to know about it is that it's not as easy to microdose as injectable insulin. The Afrezza insulin comes in a 4-unit cartridge, so we take all 4 units at once. We're not able to do a correction of 1 unit or 2 units with it, which makes sense because it's inhalable. It's going to be one amount in pre-filled inhalers that come in the prescription. I think Afrezza can be a pretty awesome option for people who don't know about it. This one really is lifestyle patient dependent, and definitely the amount of insulin that you need. Some people don't need that much insulin for a meal, and so it might not make sense. There are larger units of the Afrezza inhalable options as well. I think it's a great thing to know about because as we are looking at setting up a happy, healthy life with type 1 diabetes, it's really nice to know that there are other options out there now and to hear a little bit more about them. So if you've tried Afrezza insulin, I would love you to comment below and tell me about your experience with it. I have a lot of friends and coworkers with type 1 diabetes, not a ton that have tried this. So I would love to hear your experience. I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe to this video. And if you're interested, I just launched my very first type 1 diabetes mindset course, which walks you through how to create a relationship with type 1 diabetes that feels good. Often the mental impact, the emotional stress that comes with diabetes can be the hardest part. And this course is designed to help you walk through creating a relationship that feels better than where you are now. It is completely led by me. It's a 6-week, 6-module self-paced online course, so pretty easy to implement into a busy lifestyle. The link for the course will be below in the description. And if you have any questions about Afrezza, I'd love to answer them for you. So please pop those below as well. Thanks so much for sticking to the end, and I hope to see you next time.